Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ruin Snow, and I thought today we would explore all the cards in the Magic the Gathering world, Wellsprings. So let's start with this card. So, in no particular order, we're going to start with Ichor Wellspring. It's from various sets, which I mean many sets. This common is actually worth 18 cents, so it's even worth some actual rares that are out in the world. So, it's very, very cool. This common is basically you pay 2 to put it into play. When it enters the battlefield or is put in a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So basically, you're paying 2 to draw a card, and it's not limited to, say, the color blue. So this one you can use for anything because it's an artifact. And then you hope to destroy it if there are. You can destroy it yourself to draw a card. That's really kind of cool. So let's move on to Jangatha the Wellspring from Icaro, Lair of the Behemoths. It's a rare going for a whopping 95 cents at the time of this video. So this is really cool elemental ilk. It has been used in standard actually quite a bit if you want to have fun with the deck. Costs 4 colors to put in with the mountain or forest. So it has a companion. So no card in your starting deck has no more than one of the same mana symbol. That's kind of cool. And then you can tap it, add white, blue, black, red, or green. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs. So that could be very cool if you're trying to do a multicolor deck, especially if you're trying to do a historic. This would kind of be powerful, even though paying 5 for a 5/5. You can tap it to add that quite a bit of mana, which can be used to either, have some cards that say you win the game if you have a color in every mana pool. So let's move on to Mycosynthetic Wellspring. This card is from various sets. Again, this one is from lots of sets. It's common going for 12 cents on the market. So basically, when it enters the battlefield, or just put it in your graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. So it costs 2, so it's actually better than most green spells, which cost 3 to search your library for it. So basically, I don't know if you want this card on your deck to get the land, but it can be very helpful for 2, especially if you're doing some kind of draft. Next we have is Primal Wellspring. It's from various sets. It's a rare going for a whopping $18.28. It's because it's one of those flip cards things, but because on the back of the card is Primal Wellspring, it is actually part of this list. So it says add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. When that mana is spent to cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell and you may choose new targets for that. Like, what? You can't beat that. That's just amazing all around in general. If this was in the top 10, this would be number 1, but fortunately there isn't. And the last card on this list for the Let's Mention Wellspring is this Wellspring, believe it or not. It's from Mirage. It's a rare going for $7.34. Probably because it's on the reserve list. This Wellspring is actually 1 colors, a green, and a plains. Believe it or not, that's actually really cool because it says when it comes into play, gain control of enchanted land. At the end of each of your turns, lose control of it, and then at the beginning, you gain control of it. This card can be very annoying, but I don't see it very beneficial because it could be you're playing and you don't need that mana, but it gives you that extra land, so it's up to you. And it's not red, so that's really, really cool. I find that ability really amazing for a green-white, even though because it's an enchant, makes sense for those colors. But gaining control of a land, that's very, very rare in the Magic world. This is why this is cool. And again, I said Primal Wellspring would be number 1. This would be probably close to number 1, number 2 itself because of that ability. And this is actually all the Wellsprings in the entire Magic world. So I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.